Rune Factory Frontier.
Hello everybody, welcome back to, as the voice said, Rune Factory Frontier. I'm a mess. If 500 is silent, I thought I would start from the save menu this time. In the last episode, we dug up the hot spring, which we should have done 2 episodes ago, in episode 2. I apologize. Apparently part 1 is blocked because of the opening theme song in Germany. So any viewers of mine who are having issues with watching part 1, let me know. I will get an edited version up without the theme song, without the opening song, so that you guys can watch it. Anyway, onward to this episode now. Egad, there's a knock at the door! Who could it be? I don't have friends yet. So let's see. Get ready for the day.
You have to fill out an application if you moved.
I'm sorry.
The applications? Like for
Never
work?
mind. Here you go. I have some mail for you.
Really? I'm popular. It's blue.
Mail?
Yep, I'm Annette. I deliver the mail here in Trampoline. And you?
I'm Raguna.
Oh, nice to meet you.
You love how they work around the name. That was abrupt. Annette, so you're a mailman. Yeah, woman. So, yeah, let's see. Hard to believe I'm an adult. So anyway, do I remember the controls? I do not remember the controls. I need to practice this game. If I practice, I mean maybe play my old file and get the controls back down. So, hopefully, I believe the response has been pretty good. Today, actually, is just when part 1 actually went up early this morning. 12 hours later, and it already has 15 views. I mean, I think it's safe to say this one's already well received already. But then again, it's Harvest Moon, and it's on my channel, so what can you expect? Don't bring me down, coughs. Don't bring me down! That was weird. I should not do stuff like that. I just scare all of the children. Is this just me, or does this field seem more full than before? So aside from exploring Whale Island, we don't have much of an objective just yet. We do have enough money now that we can buy a squad, so that we can actually go and kill monsters. Well, we've actually been able to kill them since the start, as I've mentioned about farm tools doing damage and etc, etc, etc. There's nothing down here. This place is such a mess. Most of these objects we won't be able to clear out of our farm until our hammer is leveled up and we actually have an axe. Because spoilers, you get an axe in this game. I don't know what we use the expression, do we get an axe in a Harvest Moon game? Actually thinking about it, Wonderful Life doesn't even have an axe, if you think about it. It's kind of awkward doing this game. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but at the same time it feels kind of awkward doing it. Maybe because of the voice acting, it makes me feel a little odd. I'm not used to LPing games with voice acting in them, so that could be part of the reason. Alright, so how do I put this away? Oh, that's right. It's been so long. The Wii remote sounds don't sync up with the actual game. That or there's a delay with the audio coming to my ears. I'm on the floor and hoping ants won't eat my butt off. So, yeah, we don't have a whole lot really to do. We're kind of just going to get most of our stuff focused up. Plot movement stuff will begin, well, technically it's already begun, but more plot movement will happen as the time goes on. So let's get some rocks smashed up because we can. Let's not overdo it. Because it does consume a lot. Let's put that away for now. And let's dump this stuff. Does it already have a... As you can see down there in the lower right corner of the screen, not the very lower, but the lower of the items things, like right below here, down there is the total amount of money we will get from this entire box shipment. As you can see, we will get 1,072 gold from this entire shipment. I did not just swear, I promise. Sounds like it, but I didn't. So, beginning the game, it's kind of complicated. It's kind of not very straightforward of what you need to do. But when you're dealing with a Harvest Moon game, you kind of just play it by ear, really. It's all there really is that you can do. You just kind of go with the flow. You just kind of work with what you got. And as of right now, we don't have much. So...
Good morning. You seem lively so early.
Ganesha, do you do maintenance work on farming tools? I do, but I don't recommend it. What? Why is that? Farming tools are the tools of your own trade. I think it's best for you to maintain those things on your own. Oh, but there are people like Turner who need to sharpen his kitchen knives. But in truth, I want them to do it themselves. Well, do you still need to maintain them for you? No, if that's the case, I'll try to do it on my own. Ugh, good boy. Let me give you a gift to our fledgling craftsman. She's losing work doing this. So see, you can care for your farming tool randomly. And about foraging, every week during holidays, a peddler called Loot comes to the square to sell things. You can buy simple blacksmith stuff from him. Once you buy the equipment, just keep trying it until you get it. Okay. So yeah, lots of stuff like forging your own tools. You gotta do that yourself.
Welcome. They're all good stuff.
Were these gems here yesterday? I don't know. Those are stuff for forging, but we don't need them right now. Right now, we're just gonna get the broadsword.
Thanks. Come again. Good luck out there.
Now, we don't have to just use this stuff simply for, sorry, looks like I got distracted by doing this. You don't have to, just buy... oh, gosh. This place can still be useful when it comes to buying swords if you don't need it anymore, because when you can forge your own so you can constantly keep making more. I'll explain it more later as time goes on. It's kind of difficult to just really explain fully. Once we start getting a forge, we I'll explain more of it. But when it comes to weapons, you can actually forge your own weapons, which may or may not come as a surprise to you based on what she said. And you can actually sell your own homemade weapons in the shipping box for profit. So that's another. This game has probably, of all the Harvest Moon type of games I've played, this game probably has the most options for money making. I mean, there's mining, there's fishing, there's farming, there's animal products, which we'll get into later. There's monster spoils, there's forging items, and there's one more topic we haven't reached yet, and that is alchemy, or basically just kind of medicine potion making. So let's kill stuff. Oh, I didn't hear it. As you can see, this is a lot better than fighting with a hammer, and I leveled up, and for some reason the level up tune got cut out. That was wonderful. So, more killing is to be involved. Now, if you want to grind, just don't off these things. Just don't kill. No, not kill. Don't destroy the blue ball of light, since that is the monster spawner. Not that you probably need to grind too much. Well, you will for a while, but most of your stats will come from. Just get ganging up on me. So let me just continue. Where's those turnips? Where are those turnips go? I planted. I don't remember. Not quite the thing you normally think about when you're killing goblins. Where did I just plant those turnips? So, oh, here we go. Alright, so it's a good thing is there's tons of water flowing through this area, because then I'd be pretty much screwed if I didn't have any water to get to. Now the turnips used in the dungeon will become important later. I believe crops that are growing in the dungeons, depending on the area, they grow at a slower rate than if they're exposed to the sunlight, which makes more sense. So let's just continue to advance. The first, for a little while, the first area is about as far as you're gonna be able to get. I kind of cut a little bit, cheated a little bit, but going to get Melody. But it's better to get her out of the way as soon as possible. The monsters in this first area aren't too much of a problem as long as you focus on like combining your both dodging and actual combat. And we have rocks here. So what we're probably gonna mostly focus on here at the beginning of the. What am I doing? I know it's scrap iron, but it's not that useless. Goodness. But anyway, what we're gonna focus on for the first couple of game days is just basically making money any way possible, which is the easiest way, time limit wise, is just to kill monsters and mine, because that's since you want to wait for the crops to just be able to make money. You just kicked me in the shin. So I think monsters are down here as well. Keep a close eye. There we are. Keep a close eye on your stamina, on your rune points, because once they drop to 0, your sword swings will be depleted from your HP. If you're fighting monsters, that can be dangerous. Or you can just level up and get yourself fully healed. That works too. We'll probably try and go into the next area, but at current level, you probably won't be able to do very much unless you're really good at dodging the enemies, which is still entirely possible. But this game's melee combat is designed for you to take hits. There we go. So very much like Tree of Tranquility, they start you in the plot almost fairly early, but at the same time they introduce you to a plot where it takes you a while before you can actually do anything. Except for this is a little different because you can explore Whale Island at your own pace. But of course the problem is obviously the only thing that's holding you back with Whale Island is both your stats and of course the fact that you're wimpy level at the very beginning. I mean, for right now we're doing okay, but soon we're going to actually need armor, and we don't actually have any of that yet. You may not be skilled enough to do much of the fighting, since especially if you're a Harvest Moon player, not any kind of RPG or game combat player. You may not be able to handle this type of stuff right away, which is fine. You can work yourself up to it. In fact, if you're really paranoid about fighting, like my sister Hannah is, you can make your weapon of choice the spear instead. It just costs a little extra money to be able to afford a spear. I probably shouldn't have killed all the monster spawners if I want to continue fighting, but it'll be fine. I can test my luck here. Okay, I can't go across the river anymore. The monsters here are going to have also, don't touch the purple. The purple is poisonous water, or slime, and if you touch it, ouch. As you can see, the orcs, whoa, that was very convenient. This monster spawners also even get stronger. Look out, the slimes monsters can poison you. The orcs, they hit hard, but if you're smart, you can dodge them. Okay, come on, come on. Alright, oh, he got stuck. Alright, let's just collect the spoils. Be very careful. Be careful, just a single touch to the slime here will poison you, so be very careful. Poison is going to linger for a couple of game hours, so just be careful if you don't have any healing items for it. Ouch! The orcs got some attack range. I better kill the spawner if I want to keep them from coming back. And I leveled up off of monster spawner. The benefit of working in an Earth Crystal. Oh crap! Oh, he hit me. The benefit of fighting monsters in an area like this, you get even more experience. But if white grass. But if you're not actually accustomed to fighting in this game, like I am, you may not be ready for this right away as early as I am. Like these guys have a lot of defense for some reason. Which like breaks all RPG rules that archers actually have good stats. As you see, these guys have such a high tolerance for me that they're not even flinching from my attacks for the most part. Look out. Luckily, though, that they are very easy to dodge, and unlike most games that level up again, goodness, unlike most games, contact with a monster, depending on if it's attacking or not, will not actually harm you. So you can walk right up and give them a nice big old hug. As long as they're not trying to actually attack you, you can you're completely safe from them. Also, keep an eye on the time. Like normal mines in more Harvest Moon games, it's very easy to lose track of time. Though it's not, so far, it hasn't really been a problem. Good grief, I keep leveling up like crazy. Normally, I don't have this good a level up luck. We may actually get really far here in the dungeon. And we reach the orcs again. These ones seem a little bit stronger than the one at the entrance. I'll probably focus on maybe getting around these guys. But I'm pretty sure, even if I can get through this area, which right now is looking to be a problem. Oh, copper already, goodness. I definitely won't be high enough level to handle anything in the next area. The areas here are relatively small. You gotta be very careful with these guys. Try to get them to keep swinging until they're, there we go, dizzy. And stay on higher ground of the archers, if at all possible. I'm not used to having this much strategy going against orcs, but... There we go. Look out! Good grief, he just takes so much beating. Oh crap, lots of orcs. Oh, but these ones are just staff orcs. Just go, get dizzy, come on. Whoa, he just collapsed! There we go, that one's dead as well. Actually, I'll probably get to the end of this area, which is kind of surprising. Keep in mind, though, at this point, you gotta be very careful. I wouldn't recommend this if you're the first time playing it, unless you're decently skilled at the games of this style. So, I think a gnat a moth just flew in my mouth. They kind of make it so that these early enemies have just glaring weaknesses, so it can be pretty easy to get past them. So, heck, the slimes I think were a bigger threat than these guys. And again, another level up. Did he drop anything? No, he didn't drop anything. I believe that's actually all the monsters in this area. Yep, we're at the end, because that door kind of marks that we're near the end here. We're going to actually get back on the outside of Whale Island again, out of the cave section. We're on the fin of Whale Island, and I'll go around the area, but I'm probably going to avoid everything I see, probably. I'm sure I could get mad experience off of the monsters here, but they're also not to be trifled with. One of them has a glaring weakness in its combat style, another one is just a freaking tank. Okay, these things, we're not going to bother them, because obviously I can't do much more than very low single-digit hits. Be careful, because freaking bulls are like freaking bulldozers. I like to be able to get around these guys without them killing my face. I gotta wait for this guy to move. I like literally can't do anything. Okay. Run. Where'd he go? I don't care. Oh crap! Just run. This is kind of important here. The tower that's actually intact. All the ruins of Whale Island that we've seen so far, which is only one explanation. Like, oh, people! Okay. Oh, okay. I clearly have no comment, apparently. It's only brighter. I can't actually get in, the door's locked. Please stop by in the evening for business. What? Business? To who? The monsters? There's like one patch of soil here, which is actually kind of suspicious. Which we'll go over something with it later. But we're almost gonna turn our tail and run. We have energy drinks. Those are health potions that I believe will restore 25 HP, which for a while will be very helpful. Be very careful navigating here if you're this far like I am. You can easily get through here without fighting anything, just kind of run your way through, but you have to be very careful not to get hit. The treasure chests around here have high chances of cooking supplies. Which, to be honest, feels like a very good treasure compared to monster droppings, which can't actually be utilized at all. I'm probably going to turn tail and head back home. Mostly because I have to get off the sign! There's really not much else for us to do here for the time being, so I have to come back here later. A bag of flour. So we'll use the return magic and get out of Whale Island. I didn't expect to get that far, but I had a lot of luck with the leveling up. I've never gotten that far, or I don't think I've actually even tried to get that far before with just a broadsword. The broadsword, while it is probably the most easy to wield weapon, it is probably the weakest weapon in the entire game. Well, I mean, from the beginning anyway, like the easiest to wield from the beginning. The single-handed swords are very easy to wield, bleh. So they're my preferred combat weapon of choice. If you're in for more power than speed and multiple hits, you might like the two-handed sword better. I personally don't, because it makes it a pain to get hits on enemies. And then of course there's the spear. The spear is a good balance between power and speed. Multiple strikes are very hard to pull off with it though. It doesn't look like I'm going to get much use out of my stamina, which is kind of sad. I hate wasting level up stamina like that. But what can you do? Probably should have tried to find an axe today instead, but whatever. Anything else I need to collect? Oh yeah, these things. We also should probably have our money from the shipments in now. Actually, a little bit of a longer episodes compared to so far. So let's see. Okay, well our money's up to almost 15 grand now. Let's just lots of putting things in the box. No! Oh my gosh. This could take a moment or two. I'll keep the level 1 iron, because that's useful for stuff. Oh my gosh! Take forever. We done here? Good. That didn't take very long. But still. And now one thing I'll kind of show off here, you can whether or not you want to do this or not is just entirely your choice. This is what I choose to do. If I end up being at the end of the day and I have a lot of stamina left over like I do, I usually just use my tools in the house and it gives you skill points for those things. So I'm probably going to use up the rest of my skill points, and next, well, that'll be it for this episode. So that will be it for this episode. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope you all join me next time. I'm going to hoe out the fireplace. Goodbye.